Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris coming at you from the channel I Am Toys, coming at you with another review. This is David Naughton, aka David Kessler from American Werewolf in London. This is a figure run that was put together by Odell Young, and 19 pieces were made. This is number 3 of 19. It obviously did not come with the actual Kessler werewolf that you see there. That's actually the NECA 7-inch version, but it still looks great with it. This figure was supposed to come with a bust as well. Those are still in the process of being made, but once I get that, I will definitely show that to you guys as well. It's going to look incredibly dynamic together, but for now, the NECA Kessler werewolf will have to do. So make sure you guys hit the 4K option on the browser, and you know, as usual, like and subscribe if you like the content. Let's get into the review. So here's some wide out shots first. And I just realized that the microphone on my my external microphone on this camera is actually dying. So I'm gonna try and hopefully get through this review fast enough before it completely craps out on me. But anyway, here's some dynamic shots from the outside first, you know, from side to side. This is a badass piece, man, as you can see. And we'll zoom up on the COA, show you everybody that's involved. And I'm testing out 60 frames per second on this review, which is gonna make it pretty wild to look at as far as real. So you guys let me know if you like that, because I might start shooting all my videos in 60 frames per second, we'll see. And then as we kind of get closer on this guy, man, it's happy with this piece for sure. And I will show you guys the box art too, because that definitely deserves, you know, some attention. So let's zoom in on this guy and show you the COA. So here's the COA. As you can see, 3 of 19. Edma did the paint, Charithra did the head sculpt, and Siberian Custom Studio did the clothing and accessories and all that good stuff. Get a little shot of Dave and Jack at the bottom here. And as you guys can see, man, I'm experimenting with you know, some 60 frames per second shooting on this new camera. So you guys let me know if you like it or if it's a little bit too dizzy inducing. So shoes pretty accurate to the movie. Those aren't real laces. I believe they're you know, 3D printed and obviously painted and so on. You get some basic blue jeans. I think the shoes are generally pretty accurate to the movie. I think the color might be off a tad bit, but from when, because I think you see him as he's getting out of the truck, so maybe that was what they used as a screen reference, but there's all kinds of shit you can look at online. And like I said, basic blue jeans, and then the jacket itself is tight to the movie. And again, color is accurate. Hopefully it's coming in the way it should, you know, in the video. If it's not, I'm sorry, you know, it's kind of color grading, try to get it as close as possible, you know, in post video, so hopefully I got it coming through the way it should be. But you guys get the idea. I've got pictures up on Instagram and in the groups, you know, for those of you that are there, so you know, you can just take a look at it, or take a look at it there as well. And yeah, man, it's a good head sculpt. I think I would give it like a 7 out of 10. You can definitely tell it's supposed to be David Naughton, you know, from that movie. Obviously, I think it could be, you know, better, but you know, you know, there are other artists out there potentially that we were looking at, maybe doing the head, but I think Odell was trying to keep this, you know, price range pretty decent. We were thinking about maybe Sculptor J or someone else, but you know, those sculpts can be very, very expensive. Hence the Candyman run and Jerry. And we had to, you know, I think we all agreed that keeping it at a budget was good this time, especially after those 2 runs, which could kind of wiped us all out a little bit. But the sculpt is good, man. And good paint by Edma, and like I said, you know who the character is, and awesome, dude. I mean, even in the movie, like the buckle placement is right where it should be, just like the film, and colors are good. The backpack is accurate, even says JanSport on the back of it, so I'll show you guys that as well. And you know, just overall, man, it's just a fucking great piece, you know. And those of you who have heard me a million times say this, I am werewolves are my favorite classic movie monster of all time. If it has to be a creature feature, you know, if you can even consider it that, I would, you know, again, top of my list will always be. I don't know what's going on in the werewolf genre, man, but we need more movies. I don't know what's happening. There's like a stalemate right now. Closest thing we got was that movie, that one shot on Marvel, which is based on Werewolf by Night. And that was it, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, and it was good. You know, I was like, that's the closest thing we're gonna get to a werewolf movie, then, you know, I guess I'll take it, but what the hell? I know they were talking about redoing this movie a while back, but they, remaking it, but they ended up changing their mind for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I mean, it doesn't need to be remade, but I would have been on board with that if they could have gotten Rick Baker, you know, the master behind the transformation and all the practical effects in the original, to come back and say, hey man, we want you to do this same transformation but with current generation practical effects. And man, I would have been on board with that 100%. But again, you know, any kind of werewolf movie, man, would have been fantastic, you know, nowadays with Rick Baker. But dude's retired now for the most part, man. You know, he's not doing anything. And, you know, they wasted his talent on Wolfman with Benicio. You know, did CGI for the transformation. It's like, what are you doing, man? CGI, like, come on. But what are you gonna do? I don't know. But that's a whole nother long conversation, man. I met this guy at Monster Mania, had my whole family picture taken with him. It was a blast. I'll show you guys that in a little while too. But let me turn this guy around and show you the backpack as well. So we'll let this guy pan up. That's the back look of the backpack. A rear view look. As you can see, the JanSport label on there like it should. Nice little touch. So it's the backpack itself. Again, you can see the buckles going all around the side here. You know, that's cool, man. Good attention to detail. You know, it's just really cool, man. So, I think a pretty simple figure to review. And, you know, like I said, not many accessories, but when the bust comes, we'll show you that. And maybe do a little revisit. You guys will see some pics as well. So let me show you guys the box art of this bad boy, man. So this is the box art. This is the front of it, or maybe the back of it, I guess you would maybe. But now I would obviously consider this the front. You get an awesome shot of David Naughton on the front. You know, the Kessler wolf there in the back. Magic by Rick Baker, man. And you know, I'll turn this guy around for you a little bit. You can see you get the little pentagram there on the side. And then the back, you get a closer shot up of the Kessler wolf, at least the front makeup of the wolf. And then on the other side here, you get another pentagram. This is definitely my favorite shot of the box right here. Just terrific. And I want to see if, did I bring this thing out? Bear with me for a second as I move around here. And then I'll show you guys, you know, this pic as well. Yeah, man, there you go. Me and the family. Oh, it was a blast, man. We went to Monster Mania, I think it was like 2 years ago. And I told Dave that I was like, you know, can we do a goofy pic? He's like, oh yeah, absolutely, man. And I was talking to him for a little while in like the main autograph room. And let me move in a little bit for you guys. And I was talking to him in the main autograph room. Really cool guy. Not a lot of people there, you know, talking to him. Obviously, you know, this is a movie from the 80s, and you know, who knows, man. You know, a lot of people, new generation of horror fans. You know, and I don't want to say that. There's a new generation of horror fans that obviously appreciate what American Werewolf in London was trying to do, and they have seen it. But unfortunately, there's also a large portion of horror fans that don't know who this guy is, and it's okay. But he was a cool dude, man. Got to talk to him about the transformation and everything, and yeah, you can see my son here. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He just wasn't into it, or wasn't paying attention to when they said, hey, you know, we're doing the shot. I don't know what that was, but he was a cool dude, man. And him doing the little hand pose, it was a blast, absolute blast. Such a cool guy, man, and you know, very personable with the fans. So that's about it, guys. Maybe one day we'll see another werewolf movie. Like, I don't know what they're waiting for, man. We'll see. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But Odell, great job on organizing this run as always, man. You know, it's glad there's people out there like yourself to be able to do things like this. And we are going to be doing, he's doing Jack as well, which we all did some clothing deposits on recently. So that's going to be in the works as well. So not only am I going to have David, I'm going to have Jack as well. So that's going to be awesome, and we'll have the little mini bust at some point. I'll show you some pics of that, maybe do a video of it at some point. And also, man, when you guys, I have a custom bust that's being made, man, a one-to-one bust of, we'll say, a segment of the transformation scene in the movie. And this is a one-to-one bust, head torso, maybe even down to the waist a little bit, arm as well, we'll say that. Maybe give you a hint of kind of what it's going to be. The wait has been long, and I would expect that the wait is going to be even longer. I saw some of the scans of what he's been doing. So when he does start getting it going, oh man, he starts making it and he gets into gear, that thing's going to be coming pretty soon. So when that comes, oh man, I'm going to be like a little kid, a little child at Christmas when that thing finally shows up. So man, that's going to be a treat. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. And other than that, man, stay tuned for the next one, whatever that is. Make sure you like and subscribe, damn it. You know, hit the like button and subscribe, man, if you like the content. Share the videos. All right, folks. Peace.